Hello, am I audible? Good evening. So I hope I am audible. Somebody, if you can confirm that. Okay. Thank you, Narendra. Uh, so everybody should be at height of your prelims preparation. So I know how you guys will be feeling right now because I have been there. So मैंने भी दो prelims दिया है. I have given two prelims, and thankfully both I have qualified, and I have written mains and I have attended interview twice. So today's session mainly wanted to take a prelims last minute tips and strategies. मतलब it's not something, I'll not say something which is like अब कैसे पढ़ना है, क्या करना है and all. So I'll just touch the do's and don'ts in the last week of prelims and the day before, on that day of prelims and during exam के time में क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है. So that like these things are very vital. So up tak like whatever you have studied till now is different. So what you'll do now from now also it matters a lot. So it will affect maybe a few questions, 4 or 5 questions on your day. So that will decide whether you will be inside or outside the list. 5 questions, if you go wrong in 5 questions which you could have done right, so that will be equal to 10 plus minus 12, 13.6 marks. So that will make a lot of difference. So that's why I wanted to take a session where I can, if possible, I can help the aspirants or the candidates who are attempting prelims this time. So it's on June 5th. If I'm right, it's on June 5th. That is next Sunday. Can you hear me? Am I louder enough? One minute. So I'll increase the volume. Am I audible now? Abhi? Am I audible? Yes, okay. So I'll try to keep my voice thoda loud because you are commenting that I'm not that audible. So coming to the last week, so we have got another 7 to 8 days left for the prelims examination. So now first I'll talk about the last week, what you should be doing in the last week of your examination. So first and foremost, and this is the most important thing, those who have already read at least the syllabus at least once or whatever it is, so you should only concentrating on revising the already read content. So you should not go for anything new. So that is very vital, because last end time even if you read, you may not be able to recollect it properly and you may go wrong in that. So you should always focus on revising. So focus on revising all the subjects which you have read or all the materials which you have read. So that is the first and foremost. So this is what, even if you ask anybody, this is what they will tell. Okay, first you should revise, only revise. But last week, maybe last month completely, you should only focus on revising. So second most important thing is you should stay calm and positive. So many of you might be getting doubts about yourself. Ki, have I studied enough? So is this enough? So am I able to मैं prelims clear कर सकता हूँ कि नहीं? So ऐसे doubts, like these kind of doubts will be is a common thing, and you might be that you are not new to that, and everybody will have the same doubt. So the most important thing now is to stay very calm and don't think about the result. Stay calm and positive that you will be able to do it, and you should start revising. Okay, so this is the second point. And I would suggest don't attend any more mock tests. Maybe tomorrow Sunday, the previous Sunday should be the last. After this, you should not give any full length mock test. Maybe you can solve few questions if you want for practice purpose, but don't attend any mock tests kind of a thing. So because you will calculate marks, and you might feel, or if the test is difficult, you might feel thoda let down or negative about yourself. So don't do that. So it is not advised to do at this point of time. So, and in the last week you should at least complete one revision. Okay, so one revision of the whole thing which you have read. So you should be able to do it fastly, swiftly, and at least complete the whole thing which you have read till now. So it's a 1 year long preparation, and you should be focusing on completing one revision in the last week. So this will stay fresh in your mind, so that you can reproduce in your examinations. Okay. Then if possible, please meditate for 10 to 15 minutes, maybe in the daytime or in the evening or whenever you are comfortable. Please meditate for 10 to 15 minutes if it is possible, or if you know about it. So even if you don't know, you can practice the breathing exercise. Just close your eyes, watch your breath, so that will calm you down. So this is what I used to do before going to interviews, dono interview ke pehle, and whenever I feel anxious in the exams, so I just used to close my eyes and watch my breath. Matlab, I used to observe my breathing pattern, so that used to calm my nerves down. So this is what you can do if you don't know how to do meditation. Okay, so and the next important thing is you should eat healthy, sleep well, and keep yourself hydrated. It's peak summers and itna garmi hai, so like you should keep yourself hydrated. It is very important. And uske saath, so keep away from your mobile phones. So this last week your mental peace is very important. Keep your social media notifications, WhatsApp, Telegram, all the notifications off, and keep your relationships off. So these relationships which are like thoda negative this mein chal raha hai na, so keep those things away for last 1 week. Keep your notifications off, so that these kind of things will not deviate your mind or create ruckus in your mind. Okay, so I mean there like you should not any new material to your study this one. You should revise only the things which you have read, and you can just go through the like this one, the revision in 2 ways, or you can do revision in 2 ways. First one is 1 day per subject. You have 7 days. 1 day you can take history, geography, economics, polity, essay. You can divide. So the like 1 day per subject. And there is another way where you can go for with mixed approach. जैसे सुबह मैंने हिस्ट्री पढ़ लिया, दोपहर को जियोग्राफी, शाम को इकोनॉमिक्स, एंड रात को पढ़ने सोने से पहले एनवायरनमेंट. ऐसे you can divide your this one also, and you can prepare. So these are the 2 methods which you can do. So in the last week, and with this you should add your value added materials, जैसे छोटा मोटा like small handouts हो गया, economic survey, budget, so then maps, then you have your notes on few topics which you have thought, which you would have thought कि I will read this in end time में I will read this and memorize this, जैसे wildlife sanctuaries का names, rivers tributaries, and all these things which you would have thought that you'll have to read once more, or you'll have to by heart. So those kind of things you should add it with the subjects somewhere in between. जैसे like if you read to 1 hour का history, then you should concentrate, like take out one handbook and finish it off. So you should mix and match, and somehow you should be able to finish the whole thing which you have read till now. Okay. Then you should not forget your test series ka summaries. Okay, so you would have spent a lot of time on your test series and reading the summaries of test series. So you should not forget the test series summaries. You should be able to finish that also include that also in your revision part, because this test series will be so designed that at least 3-4 questions might appear which are very similar to the test series, and it will help you a lot. So you should go through the test series ka summaries which they would have given you. Okay. And also keep the one more thing which is important in the next week is keep yourself active in the exam hours. So if I am not wrong, it is from 10:30 to 12:30 GS1, and I think 3 to 5 or 10 to 12 and 3 to 5. So if I'm not wrong, this is the examination timings. So you should be very active in these 2 hours in the last week, so that your mind sets a pattern to be active in that, to be thinking actively during that period of time. At the same time, you should set your circadian rhythm right, like मतलब तुम्हारा sleep, like आपका sleep pattern should be set so that it will be aligned to the examination day. Okay. So coming to the previous day, so what should you do and what should you not do on the previous day? So you should sleep in your regular time. So if you are sleeping at 12, 10, 11 p.m. every day, so you should in the past week, so you should sleep at that time, and you should at least get 6 to 7 hours of sleep. This is very, very important, because your mind should get relaxation. It should have some rest. Anxiety is very common. So even we had anxiety. Everybody would have gone through the anxious period the day before prelims. So anxiety is very, very common, and so it's not like only it's for you. So even I had gone through the anxious times during the first day before my first prelims. The day before my first prelims, I could only sleep for 1 hour maybe. So I still remember, but I regret it, because I couldn't concentrate very well on the prelims. Even though I cleared, but I couldn't concentrate very well. Okay. So that you should remember, 6 to 7 hours of sleep is very, very vital. And don't read before going to bed. So सोने से पहले एग्जाम के पिछले दिन, the day before exams, before sleeping, don't read, because when you are reading and already your mind is anxious, you are reading, so it will become very active, so you cannot sleep. So take a time 1 or 2 hours before going to bed of rest or of anything relaxation. So on the previous day of exam, to keep yourself relaxed. Okay. And you should eat well and stay very relaxed and calm the day before. Okay. So, and also you should eat healthy. So don't spoil your health with whatever you do. So थोड़ा health का भी ध्यान देना है पिछले week में. On the day before particularly, you should eat very well and very balanced diet. So you should not eat heavy, so very oily and heavy meals, and at the same time you should not go with very less amount of food and all. So you should eat healthy on the day before. And I would suggest, so 2-3 days before, if you have a habit of listening to songs for relaxation, 2-3 days before the prelims, you should stop listening to songs. You should not listen to any song, because there is this thing which happens to most of us, like you would have experienced. So like you would have experienced sometime that you will exam hall में बैठे हो, तो like आपको गाना दिमाग में गाना start हो जाएगा, because last 2-3 days में you would have heard some song which will start reverberating in your mind. So this you should avoid. Don't listen to any songs in the past 2 to 3 days. Okay. And it will help you a lot in examination. All this is what I used to do. And you can watch some videos on YouTube, maybe some stand-up comedies. I used to watch Friends. So Friends का 5-6 minute का एक episodes आता है like on YouTube. So which are very relaxing, and you feel very relaxed and lost from the studies and all. So that I used to do, so that you can do the day before. And also you should not worry at all if you have not completed syllabus. So let me tell you, nobody would have completed everything, nobody would know everything. So it's not only you, and everybody will be panicked. So you should not worry even if you have not completed the syllabus, because you cannot do anything. So you cannot, suppose if you have not read some material, you cannot read that material or book on the last day. All you can do is stay relaxed and not worry much about that, and make most of whatever you have already read. Okay, you should concentrate more on that. Okay, and don't panic. So don't panic if you have not read, and don't talk to your close mates the day before exam. जैसे like you might have few of your friends who are also preparing for civils. So there is a habit of calling them. So every now and then, so you will get this that urge to call them the day before and talk to them. Please don't talk to your fellow candidates, because 99% of people will lie. So they might say that you have read this, you have read that, they have read this and all. but 99% of them will lie, and it will automatically, it will unnecessary panic आपको ही हो जाएगा. तो avoid talking to any candidates so the day before all and on the day of examinations also. And coming to on the day, so that is the day, that is June 5th. आपको क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है. Should wake up early, थोड़ा wake up earlier to have a sufficient amount of time between before going to exams. Take a short walk if possible. Take a short morning walk. अच्छा हवा चल रहे होंगे and all, so you should take a small short walk. And at the same time you should eat sufficiently. ज़्यादा भी नहीं खाना है, कम भी नहीं खाना है. तो मे बी 2-3 रोटी खा के जा सकते हो, और वेरी नॉर्मल रेगुलर मतलब नॉट टू हेवी एंड नॉट टू लेस डाइट. सो आप भगवान में, इफ़ यू बिलीव इन गॉड तो प्रे, एंड इफ यू नो मेडिटेशन, मेडिटेट फॉर 10 to 15 minutes. And if you are atheist and if you don't believe in God, so then you can just chill in the way you want in the morning. थोड़ा relax रहना है before going to examination hall. And also you should reach the examination hall well before time. So 9 o'clock if they say the entry time, so you should reach 8:30 at least, because there have been ample amount of instances where people couldn't reach the examination hall on the exam day on time, and they have missed the exams, and there were few bad incidents also, which all of us might be knowing. So this should not happen. So you should leave early and reach the examination early. So this should you keep it in mind. And if possible, you go to the examination center and see. In बड़े cities जैसे बड़े शहर जैसे दिल्ली, मुंबई, बैंगलोर में, so आपको examination hall आपके घर से बहुत दूर रहेगा. So you don't know the commutation कितना टाइम लगेगा to commute from your place of this one to hall. So if possible tomorrow Sunday, so go once to the examination hall and see how far is it, how long it will take, and you should identify. So कभी कभी क्या हो जाता है, तुम आप मैप में कुछ और देख, like you would have seen something and it will be somewhere else. So these things will affect your on day resting. So if possible, just go once early, maybe tomorrow once, and see the examination and come. Okay. So and also, as I told, don't talk to anybody on the day of exam at the examination hall, and don't listen to any group discussing something and all. So there will be small groups like there will be too many people who will be showing off their knowledge. They're like, do you know this, do you know that, so I have read this might be asked, so this is that. Don't give a ear to these kind of people. Okay, most of them will fail. So you don't involve yourself in any of the conversation at the examination hall on the day. So just be away from all the people. Just keep yourself relaxed. If you want to revise, you can revise. Don't involve in any conversation. So and keep yourself hydrated, because itne summer में दिन में it is very difficult in the northern part of India. North India में especially बहुत ही मुश्किल है. So इतने गर्मी है, तो keep yourself hydrated. Carry water bottle, पानी लेके जाइए, so उधर with you. And if possible, take Red Bull or something. So that's what I used to do during exams. I used to drink Red Bull to keep myself active. So वो Red Bull क्या करता है, it will keep your mind very active. So because it contains a large amount of caffeine, so which keeps your mind active. So that's what I used to do, and you can do that. Okay. And at the same time, don't forget blue or black ballpoint pen, hall ticket, and ID card. These three things you should carry with you, no matter, even if you don't carry anything. These three things are very must. Okay. Coming to the exams पर से, एग्जाम में क्या करना है, कैसे आंसर करना है, कैसे नहीं करना है. Okay. You should, this is what I used to do. I used to empty my bladder before going to exams, ताकि even if the urge starts in the exam, so if you go to toilet and coming back, उसमें 5 मिनट चले जाते हैं. 5 minutes is equal to 3-4 questions. So you can't afford so much of time. So better to empty your bladder, no matter, even if you have done so half an hour before and all, empty your bladder before going to examination hall. And one of the major thing is, don't start reading questions when they give you question paper. This is not mains examination. Mains में आपको क्या करना है, जैसे ही एग्जाम क्वेश्चन पेपर देते हैं तो आपको पूरा क्वेश्चंस पढ़ना है, पढ़ के आपको लाइक सॉर्ट आउट करना है कि कौन सा क्वेश्चन आप पहले लिखोगे. सो प्रीलिम्स में इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. don't read the question paper, just take one question at a time, because क्या हो जाता है sometimes like 3-4 questions in line you will not know, so बहुत लोग panic हो जाते हैं कि अरे भाई क्या क्या आ गया like and all, so don't do that. Okay, so don't start reading the questions. So एक एक question, if you start from first question, if you plan to start from first question पढ़िए, first question का answer, then second question, third question. Don't read all the questions in the beginning. Okay, and don't panic if you don't know few questions. So UPSC prelims में they will give you 4 sets of paper A, B, C, D, and every set में first 25 questions will be different. जैसे they will divide 100 questions into 4 parts, 1 to 25, 25 to 50, 50 to 75, 75 to 100. So these 4 parts will be different in different sets. जैसे सेट ए में 1 to 25 जो है वो सेट बी में it will be 75 to 100 question. So some questions will be continuously, they will be difficult. Few sets में first set of 25 questions will be difficult. So don't panic if even if you don't know 5-6 questions in line. अगर 5-6 क्वेश्चन आप पढ़ रहे हो तो आपको कुछ भी याद नहीं आ रहा है, कुछ समझ में आ रहा है, लाइक समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्वेश्चंस के बारे में, तो डोंट पैनिक, बिकॉज अगर आपको वो 1 to 5 क्वेश्चन है तो किसी को वो 50 से 55 तक क्वेश्चन का क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे, तो इट इज डिफिकल्ट फॉर देम ऑल्सो. दिस इज अ कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम, so it will be similar for everybody, so that you should keep in your mind. So don't panic if you don't know a few questions in line. Okay, and you should take one question at a time, and you should answer questions on time. They say you get 10 if you think 10 minutes ले रहे हो like for 10 questions, so you should answer 10 questions in 10 minutes. Okay, one question at a time, remember this. So there are different strategies of answering. So जैसे like मेरा strategy ये था कि I used to answer around 90 questions overall. 100 में around 90 I used to answer, I used to attempt. उसमें भी in first I used to do 2 readings. In first reading from or in first set of answering, I used to mark all the questions which I was sure about, and also the questions in which I would have eliminated 2 options, because if I have eliminated 2 options I am left with 2 options, so उसमें I have to decide among one, no matter even if I come later and read. So मेरे दिमाग में अगर like कुछ if I am थोड़ा if I am for some option, so I will mark the same option only. So I like बाद में when I am doing second reading I will have to read that question again, I have to think, even if I think I will come back to the same option which is थोड़ा biased in my mind. So I used to mark all the sure questions and 2 options eliminated questions in my first reading. In my second reading I used to mark only those questions in which I have eliminated at least one option. So and I used to not attempt the totally unknown questions. If I don't know the question, if I don't know even if I couldn't eliminate even a single option, so I used to not attempt. So this was my strategy. And कुछ लोग क्या करते हैं first attempt में they will only answer the questions which they are very sure about. Second attempt में they will answer the ones which where they have eliminated 2 options and 1 option. Okay, so you can do whatever it is, so however you have practiced. So but you should do this on time. So you should keep an eye on your watch. So this is very, very important. And also what I would want to suggest everybody is, so you should be very careful while you are marking your answers. Okay, so once what I had done in my first prelims when I was attempting CSAT, okay, so I had maybe some question I had skipped, so next question ka I had marked on the skipped question. So next to the 2 to 3 answers, even if they were right, so I had not seen the question number, so I had marked them wrong. So don't do this. You see the question. अगर आप 20 नंबर का क्वेश्चन अटेंड कर रहे हो तो आप एक बार देखिए कि जब मार्क कर रहे हो तो आप, और वेन एवर यू आर मार्किंग, सो सी आप लाइक 20 नंबर के क्वेश्चन के ऑप्शन मार्क कर रहे हो कि नहीं. दिस हैपन्स विथ फ्यू एस्पिरेंट्स और सॉरी फ्यू कैंडिडेट्स. So don't do this mistake. You should see the question while you are answering, while you are marking. You should be very extra careful while you are marking with each and every question. You should be very careful and extra careful while you are marking each and every question. So this is one of my suggestion. And also you should read the keywords while you are answering any questions. जैसे आप कोई आप समझिए कोई पॉलिटी का क्वेश्चन आंसर कर रहे हो, सो यू आर आंसरिंग सम पॉलिटी क्वेश्चन, यू हैव डिसाइडेड योर आंसर. So while before marking your answer, you go back and see why you are marking this answer, this option. Just it takes some 5 seconds. So just go back. So see the question, उसमें कुछ keyword होगा. So किसके वजह से जिनके वजह से आप ये option you would have chosen. Okay, you just go and see that keyword. So why you are marking this answer and reconfirm. So whether it is right or not. So क्या होता है, like sometimes 2 to 3 questions it will go wrong. So you might come back and see that, अरे ये तो like I could have done it right, अरे I have marked it wrong, I should have thought more. So this is what it is. This is how you can avoid. So you should see the keywords because due to which you are answering. So sometimes क्या हो जाता है, like you would have in a hurry you would and mark wrong answers. So this rechecking वाला practice जो है, that will help at least minimizing 2 to 3 wrongs. So you should always recheck what you are answering. Okay, and you should be very alert in the exams. So till exam you should be very relaxed, and on the day of exam you should be very alert and not lazy and relaxed. You should be very alert and concentrate only on your question paper and also your answer sheet. Okay, and you should not be overconfident कि जैसे मुझे सब आता है, like I have read everything, so how can I go wrong, इस क्वेश्चन के लिए यही आंसर है. सो करके लाइक अगर लाइक जैसे देख लिया एक वर्ड देख लिया तो ओके दिस वर्ड इज देयर, तो ये आंसर. सो यू शुड डाउट योर सेल्फ, यू शुड नॉट बी ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट इन द एग्जामिनेशन ऑल. सो इफ यू आर मार्किंग दिस आंसर, व्हाई यू आर मार्किंग दिस आंसर, यू शुड अगेन रिकन्फर्म. सो दिस इज अ हैबिट विच विल हेल्प यू अ लॉट इन योर एग्जाम्स. एंड देयर इज नो आइडियल नंबर, जैसे 90 क्वेश्चन से अटेंड करना है, 100 के लिए 100 अटेंड करना है, 80 अटेंड करना है, ऐसे कुछ नहीं है. बट आई फील दैट 80 इज अ सेफ नंबर. So because no matter how much you attempt or how much you are confident, you will go wrong in few. So you should have that this one. So I feel 80 is a safe number. But I used to attempt 90. So few will attempt 75. Few would have attempted 75 and all. So it is how it is your own choice, your own this one. So you should at least minimum attend 80 is what I feel. Coming to CSAT. CSAT में you should start attempting your strength. So जैसे मेरा example लिया तो I have in दोनों CSATs which I have written. So I am थोड़ा strong in maths. So I was confident with these numbers and maths वाला questions. So I used to first finish off these maths questions. Okay. So I used to finish off these maths questions first. So if there used to be some 25-30 out of 80 questions, so I used to finish off within 30 or 35-40 minutes and then go to the passage. So few will be strong in passage part. तो आप पहले पैसेज कर लीजिए. सो नो मैटर व्हाट यू शुड अटेम्प्ट एज मेनी क्वेश्चंस एज यू कैन. ओके, एंड ऑल्सो यू शुड प्लान accordingly. You should first attempt to your strengths because this is a qualifying paper. You should make sure that you are scoring most in your strength. It might be analytical part, it might be maths part, it might be this one क्या बोलते हैं उसको, passage वाला part. So first attempt your strengths, then you go accordingly. So अगर मैथ्स के बाद आप एनालिसिस में, मेरा मैथ्स के बाद आई यूज्ड टू गो टू एनालिटिकल क्वेश्चंस बिकॉज आई वाज गुड इन दैट. लास्ट में आई यूज्ड टू गो टू पैसेज बिकॉज आई वाज नॉट सो गुड. सो दिस इज हाउ यू शुड डिवाइड योर ये टाइम एंड आंसर. एंड ऑल्सो देयर विल बी फ्यू क्वेश्चंस लाइक बड़े बड़े पैसेजेस रहते हैं, 1-1.5 पेज का पैसेजेस रहते हैं, एंड इट फॉलो अप क्वेश्चन सिर्फ 2-3 क्वेश्चन रहते हैं. सो दैट विल टेक अ लॉन्ग टाइम टू रीड अंडरस्टैंड द पैसेज एंड वेरी लेस अमाउंट ऑफ रिटर्न इन द फॉर्म ऑफ नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. बट कुछ पैसेज होते हैं बहुत शॉर्ट होते हैं, बट उसके फॉलो अप क्वेश्चंस 3-4 क्वेश्चंस रहते हैं. तो दोस विल बी मच मोर प्रोडक्टिव इफ यू रीड देम. सो यू शुड पिक एंड चूज कि विच यू आर अटेम्प्टिंग फर्स्ट. सो हियर सीसैट में हमेशा टाइम बहुत कम पड़ता है, तो यू शुड पिक एंड चूज एंड आंसर दोस विच विल गिव यू मैक्सिमम रिटर्न्स. ओके, एंड हमेशा पहले स्ट्रेंथ्स देन रिटर्न्स. स्ट्रेंथ्स के बाद किसका टाइम कम लगता है वो क्वेश्चन यू विल आंसर. Okay, so again you should not be overconfident. So and also don't do guesswork in CSAT. CSAT में आपका guesswork नहीं चलता है. Maybe in GS1 it might be. So CSAT में guesswork is very difficult and also it is not advisable. Okay, and elimination technique को आप सब तो जानते ही हो. So and that is how human mind works also mostly. So you will do well in elimination technique. So use majorly elimination technique. ओके एंड मैं खुद आई डोंट बिलीव इन एक और लाइक स्ट्रैटेजी लाइक नो एवरीबडी विल बी नोइंग कि अगर ऑल ऑफ द अबव है नन ऑफ द अबव है तो द चांसेस ऑफ देम बीइंग राइट इज वेरी लेस. So these kind of strategies and so many other shortcuts are there. I don't believe in shortcuts. I only believe in answering the most according to my strengths and weaknesses. So I don't believe in shortcuts. So I don't know how useful they are. But I think you should always not use these kind of shortcuts कि जैसे all of the above, none of the above है तो वो गलत हो सकता है. So ये नहीं हो सकता. You should always go by your gut feeling and your जो भी आपने पढ़ा है. यू शुड ऑलवेज ट्रस्ट योर प्रिपरेशन एंड आंसर अकॉर्डिंगली. ओके ठीक है. सो दैट इज व्हाट आई वुड से. अगेन इफ यू बिलीव इन दिस वन, if you believe in those kind of shortcuts you can use it. So up to your this one. And again don't discuss or don't read any answers after GS1 paper. You will get 2.5 hours time I feel. So after GS1 before CSAT. So don't read any or don't read any answer. So because जैसे ही आप बाहर आएंगे आपको like so many coaching institutes would have come up with a model answers because everybody would be waiting for the paper सुबह में. जैसे ही आएगा so many institutes will come up with model answers to increase their उनका वेबसाइट क्लिक्स इंक्रीज करने के लिए सब नाटक करते हैं कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स. तो डोंट डू इट. GS1 के बाद आप आके कोई आंसर मत देखिए. डोंट सी द आंसर्स जस्ट आफ्टर योर GS1 पेपर बिफोर CSAT. You should only see your answer copy like model answers only after finishing CSAT. Once you are done with the exam, so you can go see this one. So that's all. So itna like that's all I can say about this one. So I have taken half an hour of your valuable time. Hopefully this session was useful for you guys. Maybe I'll take few questions for next 4-5 minutes and then I will end this session. So anybody can ask question regarding this one. Prelims, the upcoming prelims. Please sir speak in Hindi. My Hindi is not so good. मेरा हिंदी इतनी भी अच्छी नहीं है. So अभी सीख रहा हूँ मैं हिंदी. कन्नड़ा में तो बात कर सकता हूँ. I can speak in कन्नड़ा. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಾಜ್ಯದಿಂದ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕನ್ನಡ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಸ್ಟಕ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಬೈ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್. ಎನಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್? How many questions need to be answered? So as I told, there is no set number of questions. So अगर इतना आंसर किया तो हो जाएगा कि नहीं हो जाएगा, ऐसे नहीं. So you should answer मतलब minimum 80 is what I feel. Okay. How to get out of fear before exam? So see, fear is like it's there for everyone. So even I used to get scared before prelims examination. It was really scary for me. So I used to not sleep. I had not slept before first prelims. So again I am telling you, but if I had slept, I would have done 2-3 answers more correctly. So that is what I feel now. So you should be very second prelims I was very calm because I had already attempted one prelims. I had cleared one prelims, so I was very calm. I slept well and all. So you should find your own techniques to be calm. So I used to do breathing exercise. As I told you, I used to close my eyes, watch my breathing. Like जैसे I used to close my eyes and concentrate on my breathing. So it used to calm me down. So that was my this one. You have your own relaxation things, or you can watch some YouTube videos. As I told, funny videos over YouTube. So any questions regarding prelims? This year ka prelims, because like there were so many this one, so many like people are asking about general strategy books, OS optionals. So that for that there is a different session, how to manage time in examination hall. So I used to do like this. So I used to attempt 10 questions in 10 minutes. So just like for every 10 minutes I used to make sure that I attempt at least 10 questions. So that क्या होता था कि like I used to be left with 20 minutes again to go back. So 100 minutes mein I used to finish off 100 questions. Again I used to go back in next 20 minutes and answer those questions where I have marked, but I have not, where I have eliminated one or two options, but I have not marked. So that's how I used to do. So 1 minute per question is what I used to, how I used to manage the time on that day. So any more questions? Please talk about elimination technique. So elimination technique is very easy, मतलब everybody would know already. So elimination technique का कैसे करते हो? So जैसे like if you are answering a question, so you would read the question and again you will come back to the this one. So for example, if you are attempting a question, समझो about some maybe Quit India movement. So when did a simple question, when did Quit India movement happen, in which year? So there will be 3-4 options. So in which where will be एक option रहेगा 1857, India's first war of independence. So उसका date भी they would have written. So you know that it didn't happen in 19th century. So 1857 you will rule out. So this is elimination technique. So this is how you should after reading the question you should come back, see all the options. You should eliminate the options which can't be right. Okay, so ये option नहीं हो सकता है because of this reason. So you will come down to 1 or 2 options finally. So I think so when you are stuck with 2 options, so I used to always go with my gut feeling. So I had a feeling about this option. So okay, I used to again re-verify if the other option could be right or wrong. So or if this option is the right, so again I used to re-verify and I used to go with my gut feeling. So I think we have taken 30-35 minutes of session and again 1 week में exam आ रहा है तो so all the very best to all the aspirants from me and Srushti. So we both wish you all the best. So be very calm, focused, and you can do this. Stay calm and positive. So and also give your best in this last week. So may the luck be with you because luck is very important. So may that luck be with you all. All the best. Thank you.